Hey guys, Zero here again with another D&D unboxing for you guys. I picked up a bunch of minis this week and I wanted to show you guys what I got, kind of go over some of the stuff and why I picked these up. I picked up some of the Nalzur's miniatures again, or the WizKids miniatures. They're all actually WizKids miniatures. Some are called Nalzur's Marvelous Miniatures and then some are Deep Cut, whatever, Deep Cut Studio or whatever it is. But first pack is a pack of Slaad. There's a gray Slaad and a death Slaad in there. I wish they had the blue and the green Slaads and the red Slaad, whatever the other Slaads were, so I could have. I've just recently listened to the audiobook of what's his name? Something Twilight Erveris Cale. I'll put the name in the description. But it was a pretty good book, and the main protagonists were, or antagonists were Slaad in disguise. It was a really cool book. No spoilers, sorry. But I also picked up some Tortles, Adventurers, and I actually picked up another set of Tortles, like a bigger set that came from a different company. But I guess there's a new peninsula south of the jungles of Chult, and it's where this race resides. And I like the jungles of Chult. I had part of my adventure in the last campaign go there, so I want to do it again. And I have a lot of things to throw at the characters that are in that environment. So these Tortles are going to be part of that adventure. Spoilers. I also picked up the town well and then the water fountain, because these are actually twofold. This is, you can use them in Dungeons and Dragons, of course, but I picked these up to kind of round out our fantasy town. You can see the gypsy house back there. This is all part of that. I just want to have some stuff to kind of throw in the town. This is for wargaming purposes. It'll be considered scatter terrain stuff. You know, armies have to move around. And for D&D, obviously, it'll just be objectives or goals or, you know, things to interact with in the game when I run my campaign, my full-on campaign. But let's get over to the table and open these up and take a closer look at them and see what we got. All right, guys, sit tight. Okay. Here we have the Nalzur's miniatures and the Deep Cut miniatures. What is this called? Is this Deep Cut Studios or something? Nope, just says Deep Cuts. Alright, so we're going to take a look at these guys. HD minis. High definition. Primed. So they're all primed. Good. Good. We're going to take a look at these one by one real quick. Pop these open. Oh, I'm sorry. There's the back. Nicely painted. There's the legal stuff. There's the model itself. We'll get a closer look at it. There's a couple other pieces that they have that I want to add to my town, like the guillotine, maybe, and the stocks. They have some stocks. They're really small, but they're cool, and I can base them up and add them to the town. So it's not bad. It's a cool little model. Oh, what is this? Oh, look at that. That's actually clear. Oh, I don't have my flashlight. Oh, hold up. Let's see something, because maybe Zero. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. Ah, I might be painting that up and putting it on a base and putting some batteries in there and lighting this bitch up. Huh? So here we go. It's got the cranky wheel. I don't know what it's called officially, but I'm going to call it a cranky wheel because you crank it. And it's got a little wheel in there somewhere. It's got the rope and the bucket hanging, which is really cool. And then you've got the water down at the bottom, which is that clear piece there. I actually like it about a lot of these miniatures. The beholder eye, which I found the clear piece for. You know, models that have spell effects that they're using, you can actually ink those and paint those up real nice. I think that's a cool touch. They didn't need to do it, but it's cool. And from what I was told, These miniatures are actually printed in the clear plastic or whatever, resin, plastic, I'm not sure. I think it's plastic. Whatever this plastic is, they're printed clear in this, or molded clear in this, and then they're primered with some gray primer, like a light gray primer. So that's actually pretty cool. Nice little addition to our town. I am definitely basing this and putting some lights in that. That is, hell yes. Yeah, buddy. All right, we'll take a look at the water fountain next, because I always wanted something like this in our town, and they also have a statue of a hero on a horse. I might do that too, just because, you know, just to embellish our town. Like, and I'm gonna put these on pre-existing pieces so that they're not, you know, some of them aren't just floating around. Well, maybe the well and this, I don't know, we'll see, because I also want scatter terrain, you know, for that. So let's excuse me. So here we, oh, it comes apart. What? Damn, WizKids, you're rocking it. So there's the base. And it does a plug-in peg with a little spot, what it looks like for like a magnet. If you even wanted to, you could actually magnetize this and then drop it in there, or put a small battery and LED and light up the pond as well. Ha, that might be cool. Look, the top one has water in it too. Alright. You guys are winning right now. It's got a really cool Atlantean looking Aquaman Aquaman statue, or Perseus, or Poseidon. Pretty cool. Poseidon, that's it, yeah. It's not bad. Not a bad piece. I mean, I don't have to base this one. Did I just bend his stick, his trident? A little bit. That's a little flimsy. A little flimsy. But I don't know if I should base it. Maybe I could base it. This way, at the very least, it's protected, you know, around the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna base it. What am I talking? I always base these things. But yeah, that's. Look at the detail on the plinth. It's like tentacles and stuff. Ah, that's so cool. It would be even cooler if our town was a seaside town, but it's not. But that's okay. We've got a river, so that's close enough. And who knows? It could be near ocean, not too far. All right, let's take a look at the turtles. Turtles, they look fun. I think it's cool. There's a packet you can get, like in the DM's Guild. You can actually go and buy like a game pack for Dungeons and Dragons to use to give these characters more depth, detail. There's a whole history with them. Like I said, there's a new peninsula on the outskirts of Chult that these characters, or this race resides, and they can make pretty good adventurers if the DM allows this type of, you know, character race. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I don't see why you wouldn't, but you know, some people don't. I didn't used to like letting people play monster races, because then it would kind of spoil it for the surprise of monsters. Like if you play a Dragonborn, then you're not really afraid of dragons because there's one in your group. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. So here's one of them. He's looks like he's obviously a spellcaster. Do you know what? I want to say this is a druid, but I could be completely wrong, because he's got that stick, and you know, it's pretty cool. Very, very cool. Very Oogway, you know. Here we have the epic version, or the other version. This looks like could be Oogway. You guys don't know who Oogway is, you need to stop the video right now and educate yourself. And his shell's covered up by the cape. That's okay. Still know who he is, and he's using his magic here. See the clear part there? That's really cool. That's a really cool. You can see his face. He's got that like matter-of-fact face. Don't try it. But you know, they just talk real. They probably talk like really super slow. But they're just cool. These are very cool figures. I gotta say, I'm glad I got them. And I actually picked up another set of a Tortle from another company that I should be getting soon. And it's got like 5 or 6 of them. And they're all different weapons and stuff like that. And very cheesy, I know. And spoilers to my group. But there is a bundle. There's another a game pack for the DM's Guild that allows you to play Sewer Tortle. And yes, you know what that means. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might not add that much cheese to the game, but I gotta say that's pretty cool. At the very least, the stat blocks and the build types that they are may come in useful for the game. And I have, like I said, I have a whole area of Chult planned for my characters for the big game. So these are gonna fit right in. I'm really glad I got them. I also have Gator Men and stuff like that too, which I really love. And I think it'll just really be a very cool you know, change of pace. You know, normally I run things in the Dale Lands, in the Forgotten Realms. You know, if you guys know the Forgotten Realms, you know the Dale Lands, Cormyr, you know, some Waterdeep. I'm also looking to run some Skullport this time around because I didn't get the chance to do it last time, and I love the Skullport. So, get these guys over here. Now we have the Slaad. Or Slaadi, for plural, I guess. And again, I've always liked the Slaad. I've always liked the way they looked. I like the normal Slaad more because the gray Slaad are real thin. They're actually smaller, but they're more muscular and they have better like skills and magical abilities and stuff. And the Slaad are, dude, they're pretty powerful, man. There's some pretty cool monsters that you could really take advantage of and you know, surprise your players and give them a good challenge. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't always have to be, you know, a grindhouse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't know, just because you present them with a monster doesn't mean that you have to let them kill that monster in that session immediately. I mean, these guys can always come back and start more trouble. Slaadi are intelligent. They're not just dumbass monsters that are lingering around a dungeon like a troll or something, you know what I'm saying, or put to a task. These guys usually have schemes. They have worldly schemes, things like that. So here's the gray Slaad. Very cool sculpt. The ones in the book could polymorph into human form, and they had a bunch of cool abilities, spoilers. They could use wands and all kinds of magic. And they were very, very elusive and deceptive, and they got away with a lot. They got hurt a lot, you know, they got almost killed by the players or the protagonists, but you know, they survived to the very end of the book, and that's, you know, it says some shit. And here's the Death Slaad. I like the whole reptilian face, you know, the toad-like face. And they have like a maw full of like very sharp needle-like teeth. They've got claws on their knuckles as well as their hands, you know. So it's a cool looking creature, and it's a cool creature because again, it's intelligent. It's not just a dumb lizard guy, you know, or dumb frog guy, you know. You can play them that way. I mean, you'd be wasting their abilities if you did. So here we are. We've got our Tortle adventurers, and we've got our Slaad, and they're gonna go at it real quick because, you know, that's what people do, because they're all trying to get to the well. Well, the Tortles want to make a wish in the fountain and then get some water from the well, but the Slaad are like, nah, this is our house. You got to fight for that. So there you go. Very cool. Nalzur's miniatures and Deep Cut. I am getting more scenery stuff from Deep Cut. I definitely want to fill out the town, just add stuff to some of the houses because they're just pretty stark, and I want to add stuff to it to kind of just embellish it. Stuff that I'll glue on and just leave it there. But then these will be like I said, these will be scattered terrain, you know, things that'll block movement or even line of sight depending on the model. So that's pretty cool. I gotta say, yep, thumbs up. I have not been disappointed yet by Nalzur's miniatures or the WizKid miniatures, and I wasn't gonna get them originally, but I started picking some up and I really like the quality. The detail is really nice. You know, they're perfect? No, they're not. Not at all. There's there's miniatures out there that are far more detailed and far more elaborate and sculpted better. But these two guys were $5. These two guys were $5. This was $5, or this was $6. This was $5. You can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? So for 20 bucks, 21 bucks, I got all this stuff. That's simple math, man. It's simple math. And yeah, there you go. So, you know, if you're a DM and you're looking for affordable miniatures, you know, there's always the Reaper Bones line, but this line is actually really good too. And there's, you know, stuff in the Pathfinders line that not necessarily fits the monster manual categories, but there's models in there that are really cool that you could add to your game in one way or another, you know. So I would check them out if you've got the time, and if you've got some spending cash and you're looking to just embellish your minis, I would definitely say, yeah, go for it. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Please check out our Discord, the Tabletop Dungeoneers. I'll put the description below so you guys can see that. And if you want, join up. There's a bunch of DMs there with a lot of advice and experience. We talk about all kinds of stuff. We share creative crafting information, anything you're looking for. I mean, there's people that do it. Like, we go from Dungeons and Dragons to Warhammer Fantasy, Warhammer 40K, you know, Dungeon Forge, Dungeon Tiles, you know, RC cars. I do airsoft stuff. You know, you've seen my videos, so you know what I have. But these guys are really great. 3D printing is a big thing with these guys too, so they're really into that. So like I said, if you hit up the Discord, just tell them Zero sent you, and they'll know where you're coming from. All right, guys, thank you for watching.